he's had a very difficult upbringing.
Yeah, so
So
he looks
the
older.
the he looks a lot older because he's quite scarred. Like he's been physically hurt a lot. So he's
Sure.
despite being very
He's
charismatic,
like
not
another grizzled
particular.
bear, but less like a Keldon.
Yeah, think of him sort of like a young
Yes,
Caldon
that sounds good.
Yeah.
who venerates
Is he a bit
Ilmater
more
instead of
hopeful?
Caldon, instead of Torm. Because
Ah.
Torm is like the main. There's the triad of the gods that most paladins
Yeah,
follow,
sure.
and that's
I await
Tyr,
your orders.
Torm,
I'm on
and
it.
I can't remember the last one off the top of my head. But he follows Helm. That's the other one. So like 2 lawful goods and 1 lawful neutral. So Enem and Dalaran, for example,
Your command.
is
Agreed. Huh?
follows
Okay.
Helm, Caldorn follows Torm, and Artemius follows Ilmater, which is a lesser god, but because of his own experiences with Ilmater and the belief and suffering for, you know, protecting and using suffering and protecting those who are weaker than himself, he sort of his own experience of that means he believes it fully, despite, you know, he's also not that intelligent. He hasn't had that huge amount of education, so
Wait, can we let
that's
Artemius and Thorbjorn go up first and the others so they target them?
sure.
Ready? Go!
Yep.
Hi, you're in the way, I think. Oh no, there we go. I'm
I am
calling the
prepared.
other ones up now.
Yes, agreed.
hmm
Time to test my mettle. Let me. My duty is clear.
Fine, fine.
I await your orders.
Bam!
Well,
See that?
we brought justice for Germsy.
What's his name? Jermsy.
Yep. Hey, he's just a little boy. Leave him alone.
I thought it was like Jeremy. I didn't actually see it.
No, it's Germsy. Listen, if it ever gets better here, he can return. You know, with less snow, he might be able to return.
I don't think he'll be able to. Like, be
I'm
on his
upstairs.
own here? I know.
Yeah. Well, they've got the Temple of Ilmater in Kaldahar. Ilmater, also known as the Broken God of Suffering. Okay. Should we check out the bottom area still? There's still a little bit left.
Did you save it? Oh, you did automatically.
I have saved it recently.
Nothing in there? Aww. It's the bridge.
We're going up the levels pretty quickly, actually.
Nothing here.
No, you're right. Gonna call it fairly soon, I think.
Okay. What time is it?
It's almost 10. I do have work in the morning.
Is that me or you?
Actually, maybe we'll call it after this.
Fighting their way through the goblin-infested valley of the pass, the survivors of the doomed East Haven expedition at last came upon the small hamlet of Kuldahar. Nestled within the roots of a massive oak tree, the tiny cottages were a welcome sight for the weary travelers. As the party approached the town, a warm breeze blew over them, chasing away the chill of the frozen pass, and carrying with it the sweet scent of cooking fire.
Pretty sure that boy is meant to talk to us.
Ah!
You'd make it through. I just knew it. Oh, wait, you said.
I knew you'd make it through. I just knew it. Who's Nate?
Who are you? How did you know we were coming?
I'm Nate. Andrew, was it Arundel? Arundel, that's
Arundel.
it. Said that help was on its way. I've been out here every day, keeping a lookout for you. Where is the rest of your army? Are you just the scouts or something?
Sorry to disappoint you, we are alone.
Alone? I thought for sure that the 10 towns would send an army to help us. Wait till Arundel finds out it's just you. Who is Arundel? Says we
I like
to
this.
help you.
That would totally be a Hugo thing.
Maybe we are here to murder little boys. We talk too much. Ah, that was so
Who is
funny.
Arundel?
Arendel's my friend. He's the oldest and smartest man in the whole world. He can talk to animals, you know. You should probably go see him. He'll be waiting to talk to you too.
Very well. Where can we find this Arundel?
He lives across this bridge on the other side of the brook. Just look for the house with the 3 big rocks out front.
Thanks, Nate. Farewell.
Strange little boy.
He's enthusiastic.
This house?
Should we go to Arundel's?
Yeah.
You can save it there.
Well, yeah.
So the way we'll just play through the entire game,
Welcome.
just the main
I've
game,
been
and then we'll do
expecting you
the
for some
expansion
time now.
afterwards.
Mhm.
Expecting us? How is that possible? We've
I
only
wonder
just
who's
recently
talking.
arrived in town. You must be Arundel.
Yes, I
Who
am
is that?
Arundel, known to
Dear.
some as the Archdruid of Kuldahar. Though I invite you to dispense with the formalities and just call me Arundel, plain and simple. Titles tend only to serve one's own vanity and aren't really of much use in this small mountain community.
Very well. Tell me, Arundel, do you know anything about the reports of disturbances in these mountains?
Yes. It was I who sent Hallister to East Haven for help. His death weighs heavily upon my conscience. For not only was he a student of mine, but he was also a friend and trusted companion.
Yeah.
He will be missed, as will Rothgar and the other members of your expedition.
Maybe
about the
he's
avalanche?
alive. You knew Roscoe?
Oh yes, I know. I also know that it was no accident. Someone or something did not want your party to reach Kuldahar alive.
Hmm. This someone or something, I presume, is the reason you sent for help.
There are malevolent forces at work in these mountains. Forces that seek to undermine the delicate balance we druids have struggled to preserve for centuries.
Malevolent forces. Could you be more specific?
Oh, would that I could. The face of the evil remains hidden, but its presence is unmistakable. All about us, there are signs of its damaging influence on the balance. The unnatural weather, the recent rash of abductions, the numerous monster sightings in the pass. These all point towards something sinister. Even the animals sense something is amiss.
Can you tell me more about these disturbances?
I can only tell you of what little I know. Which disturbances would you have me speak of?
The
Tell me about
abduction.
of the unnatural weather. Yeah, the abductions. Tell me more about the recent rash of abductions.
Yes. Terrible, terrible. At first, there were tales told by travelers of companions disappearing into the night, snatched up from their bedrolls as they camped along the narrow trail that winds through the pass. We did not think much of these tales, for such occurrences are not unheard of in these mountains.
He sounds tired.
Then one night,
Him?
Conman's boy Sheemish
just
went
old.
missing. The next morning, the whole town searched for the boy, but turned up nothing. He was just gone, vanished, without a trace.
Can you tell me more about these disturbances?
The boy was
stranger
just the
deeds.
first. Several nights later, another disappeared. Megan Potts, the local midwife. Her husband Khalil was grief-stricken to the point of madness. With barely a word to anyone, he snatched up his sword and marched off into the darkness after his wife. No one has heard from him since.
Guess we should probably
And
keep an
now,
eye out for him.
The abductions are occurring more frequently.
What's his name?
Iden, the old innkeeper from the Evening
Khalil.
Shade, was taken only 3 days ago.
So I guess we should probably check out the inn, see if we can find anything about it.
I can only tell you of what little I know.
Monk
Which
dead.
disturbances would you have me speak of? As I'm sure you have noticed by now, there seems to be quite a few goblins about. It is not usual to see so many of their kind roaming the mountains so late in the year. It is almost as something has drawn them out of their holes, like carrion birds drawn to the scent of death. As if the goblins weren't enough, several giants have been spotted moving through the pass in groups as large as 10. That many giants traveling together in such numbers indicates they are organized and are acting with a singular purpose. I have watched their activities closely. Their tracks trace a
Oh my
deliberate
god.
pattern through the mountains, almost as if they were on patrol.
Yeah,
Another thing,
interesting.
while I was out scouting the giants, I discovered other sets of tracks I have never encountered before. What manner of beast made them? I could not say.
It
Let's
was
see.
an emu.
So what are we to do about all this?
I fear that if we do not soon discover the source of these disturbances, then all that we have worked for will be destroyed. The evil that has come to these mountains infects this town like a disease. As its people suffer, so does the tree suffer from the sickness that attacks the balance, corrupting it with its very presence. Already, the circle of warmth that radiates from the great oak has begun to recede. We were forced to abandon the outlying farmsteads as a result of the shrine's fading power. If we do not take action soon, I am afraid that the life-giving warmth will cease altogether.
Well,
Both
we
the
have quite an
great oak
undertaking
and the
ahead of
town,
us.
nestled within its roots, will die. This must not happen. We need your help.
Very well. Together we shall root out this evil that threatens this town. What must we do?
I suggest you begin by investigating the Vale of Shadows. It is a place not far from here. Darkness has always clung to the floor of the small canyon, as if the light of the sun itself were wary of the place. There are a number of ancient crypts hidden within the shadows of the Vale's narrow cliff walls. There have been rumors of the dead awakening and emerging from their dusty tombs to walk once more amongst men. If these rumors are true, then I suspect that whatever is responsible for disturbing their slumber may be behind the other disturbances as well. Go to the Vale of Shadows, learn what you can about the happenings there, then return here and we shall discuss a course of action. Good luck, and farewell.
Arundel.
Mm-hmm.
He's really big.
He is.
I am prepared.
Look, he looks
My
taller
duty
than
is
you.
clear.
Hey.
He is not evil.
Okay. Is that a turtle shell as a table? I want it.
Right. I suppose
when
we
are
should
you
call
going?
it. So
Yeah.
let's
Do
should head
a,
up to the inn.
do a hard save as well. Later.
Yeah, might as well do it here.
Okay.
Cool. Saving. First hard save, Arundel. Alright. That's the first session done.
Well, we got pretty far.
I've-
Oh god, I think you just
Yeah.
crashed me. Oh wait, no.
I'm sorry.
No. Oof. Quit. Okay,
Stop recording. Cool.
probably